Hello， 大家好 ，Welcome to Smart Mandarin Podcast。我是你们的老师 Katrina. I'm your teacher Katrina. In today's podcast, we are going to talk about very colloquial daily life Mandarin Chinese phrases and sentences. And you will be surprised that those sentences and phrases, you probably know all the words in it, but when you hear them together, when they put together, you don't know the meaning of them because they are super colloquial and daily life, and you probably won't learn or you have not learned in a classroom. So today we're going to talk about that. But before we get started, just so you know that you can download the worksheet for free of this podcast. In our description box, there is a description box area that you could click the link and download today's podcast lesson notes. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's take a look at the first phrase. The first one is 这样就好了吗? I say it in slow Mandarin. 这样就好了吗? 这样就好了吗? Faster. 这样就好了吗? So you'll hear that 这样 when we say it faster.With natural Mandarin, it's 这样. So 这样就好了吗? That's it? 这样就好了吗? Or is that all? 这样就好了吗? So it's a question, obviously, because there's ma at the end. 这样就好了吗? You will hear this super very often, maybe from a waiter. When you're ordering food, you say, okay, 我要吃这个. Alright. And then,At the end of your ordering, the waiter might ask you, 这样就好了吗? That's it? 这样就好了吗? Or probably you are giving an instruction, telling people what to do, step 1, step 2, step 3, and the other person is doing the action based on your instruction. So at the end of your instruction, the person might ask you, 这样就好了吗? That's it? 这样就好了吗? So it is a question to seek confirmation or approval for a particular situation or action or your behavior. So if you're doing something and you're asking the other person, is that okay? Or is this appropriate? Is that all? You could use the phrase 这样就好了吗? 这样就好了吗? And if the other person still have more demand or more things they want you to do, they would say it. If that's all for them, they would say 这样就好了,这样就好了. It means that's it, that's all. Okay, we completed. So 这样就好了,这样就好了. To answer the 这样就好了吗? You could say 这样就好了, but too slow for daily Mandarin. You say 这样就好了,这样就好了. And you want to be polite, you could say thank you, 谢谢, 谢谢. A very classic example is when a person is ordering. Maybe the person say 我要一个珍珠奶茶, 一个红茶, 一个绿茶. And then you are the waiter, you say 这样就好了吗? That's all.And the ordering person say 这样就好了,谢谢. 这样就好了,谢谢. That's all for now. That's all. Thank you. 这样就好了,谢谢. Alright, so this is the first phrase. 这样就好了吗? To answer, 这样就好了. The next phrase is 不要这样,不要这样. 不要 means don't.这样 means like this. So when you want to correct people's behavior, you could say 不要这样,不要这样. So I say it in fast Mandarin. Slow Mandarin is 不要这样,不要这样. And then the fast Mandarin is 不要这样,不要这样. Alright? 不要这样. So when you see someone is doing something inappropriate, you want to stop the person doing something.You could say, 不要这样,不要这样. And you can use 不要 because I'm from Taiwan, so you use 不要. But if you're from China, you could say 别这样,别这样. So don't be like that. In Taiwan, we often say 不要这样,不要这样. And in China, they say 别这样，别这样。But I like to say 不要这样 because I'm from Taiwan. 不要这样，不要这样，don't be like that. For example, you could say 不要这样说他，不要这样说他，不要这样说他。So don't say him like that. So if you see someone is talking behind other people's back, right? Talking something really mean behind other people's back, and you could say, hey, 不要这样说他. Don't talk about him like that. 不要这样说他. Okay? So slow, I would give you a slow Mandarin that is 不要这样说他. Fast, 不要这样说他，不要这样说他。And there's another colloquial verb instead of 说 to say, we use 讲. 讲 equals to 说, which means to talk, to say. You could say 不要这样讲他，不要这样讲他。Don't talk about him like that. 不要这样讲他 or 不要这样讲他 faster. 不要不要不要这样这样这样，不要这样讲他，不要这样讲他。Okay, so 不要这样说他，不要这样讲他。Or you can use 别这样说他，别这样讲他。If you think I'm speaking too fast for your ears, you can repeat this audio as many times as you want. You can click the link in the description. I have a free podcast lesson with the audio you can download for free, and let us know of this lesson and other podcast lesson you can download to your device. The next phrase is 就这样，就这样。You could drop the okay? So 就这样 means that's it. This often used when I'm having class with my student and the student's trying to say something in Mandarin Chinese, and when they finish talking, they say, okay, that's it. I finished talking. I'm done talking. So usually students don't know how to wrap up the conversation by saying, yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. So I'll teach my student to say, 就这样, that's it. 就这样, 就这样, that's it. So faster, 就这样, 就这样. So when you say something and you want to finish your conversation or your words, you can say, yeah, that's it. 就这样, 就这样, that's it. 就这样, 就这样. And if you want to confirm people like, that's it, is that all you want to say? You can say, 就这样吗？就这样吗？ Is that all? Is that all you want to say? 就这样吗？ With a ma at the end, that's it. And the other person, when they finish talking, they can say, 对对对，就这样。Yeah, that's it. 对，就这样。对，就这样。就这样吗？ Yeah, 对，就这样。就这样吗？对，就这样。Okay, so very easy. The other one is 你好了吗？You know every word, 你好了吗? It literally means you good, 你好了吗? But it actually means are you ready? 你好了吗? All set. So when you are going on a trip with your family, you're preparing, packing for the trip, and you're ready to go. You're waiting for your family, and then you ask your wife, your kids, say, 你好了吗? 你好了吗? You all set? 好了吗? So you finish, you're done. Okay, 好了吗? 你好了吗? So that's the phrase you could say in Mandarin Chinese. 你好了吗? So you ready? You done? Okay, you finish? So 你好了吗? And if the person is not ready or almost ready, he or she would say 快好了，再等一下。快好了，再等一下。So that means almost done. Almost done. Give me more seconds, right? 快好了，快好了。快 is like fast, right? So here is almost done. 快好了，再等一下。再 here it means again. 等一下 is wait a second. So wait a second again. So give me more, give me a few more seconds. 再等一下。Give me a few more seconds. 再等一下。再等一下。再等一下 I'll say it faster. 再等一下，再等一下。This is real pace Mandarin. 再等一下，再等一下。So to say the whole sentence, 快好了，再等一下，快好了，再等一下，快好了，再等一下。Almost done. Give me a few more seconds. 快好了，再等一下，快好了，再等一下。And then the whole conversation would be, 你好了吗？快好了，再等一下。你好了吗？快好了，再等一下。All right, so you ready? Almost done. And if you're done, you can say, 好了，好了，我们走吧。I'm done. Let's go. 好了，我们走吧。好了，我们走吧。So I'm done. Let's go. All set. Let's go. 我们走吧。Let's go. 我们走吧。Let's go. 好了，我们走吧。好了，我们走吧。好了，我们走吧。All right. So next one is 我可以不要吗？ Which means can I say no? This is a little bit I would say aggressive. Okay, so I think I would say this phrase 我可以不要吗? I would use that in a situation where people kind of forces me to do something. So if my mom forced me to like when I was a child, my mom loved to force me to eat like when I say 我已经饱了 I'm full already 我已经饱了 and then my mom would say 再吃一点嘛 okay just eat more 再吃一点再 here is again eat more means eat some more so she would say 再吃一点嘛 eat some more and I would be very impatient. I would say 可以不要吗 Can I say no? And then feel my tone is my tone when I say this is I'm very impatient 可以不要吗 Can I say no? 可以不要吗 So you would say this to anyone who forces you to do something and then you are like probably at first you would say 不用谢谢 no thank you 不用谢谢 no need thank you This is polite 不用谢谢 but some people are very not giving up just asking you again and again you'll be like okay can I say no 可以不要吗 You could drop the subject 我可以不要吗我可以不要吗 Okay, I'm gonna say it faster because that's natural Mandarin 我可以不要吗 So can I say no 我可以不要吗 So if you pay attention to my tone I'm really impatient when I say 我可以不要吗 Okay 我可以不要吗 And in this sentence you don't say 谢谢 because you're saying this sentence you're showing your kind of impatient to the person. Stop asking. I'm saying no. 可以不要吗 Okay. 好 So a very polite way is 不用谢谢 right? No, thank you. 不用谢谢 And the impatient way to say it is 可以不要吗 And the other one is 先不用谢谢 Which means not for now, thank you. So probably you don't want to say no, 不用 or 不要. You don't want to say 不要 or 不用, no. But you want to say like 先不用谢谢. 先不用谢谢 is like I don't need it now, but I will ask you when I need it. So I don't need it now, but probably I will need it later. I'm not sure, but 先不用谢谢. Not for now, thank you. Very, classic example. 你要喝水吗 Do you want to drink some water? 你要喝水吗 Do you want to drink water? 你要喝水吗 Yeah, not for now, but later maybe. I don't know. So 先不用谢谢你要喝水吗 先不用谢谢 This is polite, okay? To say no. 先不用谢谢 So if you say 不用 which means I don't need it now and I don't need it later. But 先不用 means not for now. OK， 先不用谢谢。I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. This is inspired by my Chinese listening program. And if you're listening this and you're my Chinese listening program student, you want us to go deeper and get to have more practice on this episode, let me know in our Telegram group and let me know inside our lesson. You can leave a comment inside our Chinese listening program. And if you are interested in my next Chinese listening program, you could also click the link in the description box and join my free podcast lesson and let me know you're interested to be my next Chinese listening program student in the comment of my free podcast lesson below, or you can just email me at support@smartmandarin.co, support@smartmandarin.co. I'll be happy to help you with your listening skill of Mandarin Chinese in the future. Or if you have any suggestions about my podcast, YouTube channel, my content, or my future lesson, let me know by email. Drop me a DM on my Instagram also. You can do that as well. So many ways you can contact me. And that is all for today. Thank you for listening. And I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And I will see you next time. 我们下次见，再见。